This nigga is to be the first in history, the first black man to ever kill his best friends and walk. Actually, no, he the first black man to ever kill his best friends, and we hear about it, and he got convicted, and being a famous rapper and set free. Cause like, let's be for real, if a real nigga did that shit already, we just don't know about it, which is smart. He really did that shit the smart way, my nigga. But anyway, let's get into this shit. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. I got down. My stomach hurt like a bitch right now. But fuck it, nigga. We into this reaction right fucking out. This bitch just dropped like probably 12 minutes ago. Hey, we in this bitch.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, YNW MELLY just beat his witness tampering case. Now you don't have to description. Rusan would break the news on Twitter stating YNW MELLY's witness tampering trial was set to begin today with jury selection. The state dropped the charges. These charges stemmed around allegations that MELLY, through other inmates, convinced girlfriend Mariah not to cooperate in the murder trial. Reminder, the retrial on the double murder charges is set for next year. Do y'all know how big of a fucking victory this is, right? Because understand this with Florida law. Any crime punishable by life, death, etc. Anything you do to fuck that case up is also punishable by whatever the punishment is for the original crime. So witness tampering in a punishable by life or death case, witness tampering is now punishable by life or death. This right here was their backup plan to put MELLY in prison for life or in an execution chamber. This right here was what the fuck they were trying to use if they couldn't bag him on the murder.
No offense, 1090 Jake, but your people be on some bullshit. Let's just keep it 100. They was trying to throw away the key on this nigga, but like, as soon as they got this case, they're like, famous rapper? Huh? He was the murder suspect? Huh? Oh yeah, book him. Like, damn, this nigga was guilty before proven fucking innocent, my nigga. Like, damn. Like, and then these niggas ain't even got no evidence. They just holding this nigga just to hold him because they like, damn, we know he did it, but we don't have no evidence on him. So we just gonna try to keep him here forever, which is illegal as fuck. But you know, they made the rules, so they're gonna bend the rules. So it's really only rules for us or the criminals.
And the thing is, it's almost like they doubled the odds because it's like, boom, we're gonna hit them with witness tampering, and if we can smoke them on that and smoke them on the murder, that's a double life sentence. They really tried to double that shit up. Now let's break down the paperwork just so y'all can see exactly what the accusations were. Now this is the Broward County Criminal Clerk website, and as you can see, in 2023 he was charged with tampering, which is a felony, life, or a capital punishment, directing the activities of a criminal gang, criminal sedition to commit murder, and conspiracy to tamper with a witness on a capital felony. Now let's go all the way down to the paperwork. Now before I start this reading, let me just take a sip of the coffee. Tastes like victory. I want y'all to know I literally crawled out of bed and just sat right here. This is how much I fuck with y'all. I crawled out of bed, came right to the studio. On or about April 10th, 2023, continuing through and including July 22nd, 2023, Jamel Demons, along with others, did then and there unlawfully and knowingly engage in misleading conduct toward other person with the intent to cause or induce something, to withhold testimony. All right, this is just the BS thing. Where's the actual breakdown? Okay, this is important. We're just gonna jump straight down to the bottom right over here. So Blank sent screenshots of an Instagram conversation to Detective Moretti showing that Cortland Henry, aka Bortland, while he was out on bond the first time, had engaged in some communication with Miss Blank. Now, Miss Blank told Bortland that if Blank told on Melly, he would be getting the death penalty, and that Melly hypothetically told her everything. Miss Blank continued on, stating she didn't tell them people what he told her, or there would never be any getting out for him, but since all y'all gunning for her and she's scared for her life. On April 10th, 2023, the first trial of Jamel Demons commenced before the Honorable John Murphy. The trial resulted in a hung jury and the case was rescheduled. Now I got this one zoomed in like crazy because there's phone numbers and I don't want to have to blur it out. I want to fire this content off as fast as I can to get it to y'all, right? Detective Garrett Steele was assigned to this investigation regarding witness tampering in September of 2023. Detective Danny Polo became involved in the criminal case regarding Jamel Demons in February of 2022 when contacted to review documentation to determine whether or not Demons was a criminal gang member. Separately, Detective Polo had previously conducted an investigation into James Howard under a different case number. James Howard is currently incarcerated at the Broward County Main Jail and has been in the custody of the Broward Sheriff since 2020. James Howard is currently being prosecuted by the Office of the Statewide Prosecutions for one count of conspiracy to commit racketeering. As part of the investigation, Danny Polo periodically monitored the jail calls of James Howard. Each inmate is assigned a particular number and PIN code to access the recorded and monitored jail phone system. Jamel Demons does not have phone privileges due to disciplinary actions while in custody. Detective Polo, while monitoring the calls of James Howard, heard discussions about Howard communicating with Mr. Demons and passing messages. These phone conversations then led to Detective Polo requesting the calls. So basically, Detective Polo is supposed to be like the gang fucking whatever, right? Like he's supposed to know who's who, what's what, this, that, da. And clearly he watches a lot of YouTube and shit, you know? So somebody that's in there for racketeering has to be in the same dorm as Melly, was letting Melly either use the phone or was just passing messages allegedly for Melly, right? And this is a normal fucking thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like if you can't get on the phone and someone else has minutes, you fucking do that. But because it's Melly and you know, Buddy's in there for racketeering, this other dude, the detective, wanted to further investigate. Now, the numbers that...
Niggas just be on bullshit, bro. Because it's a famous rapper. They trying to get this nigga for anything. They don't got him for his case, which he's supposedly why he's in there, I guess. Or why supposedly he's in there. But, like, it just bullshitting with the nigga, bro. Let the nigga free. He been in there away from his family for how long, my nigga? Like, y'all obviously don't have nothing on him. Unless y'all would have been put it on him. Like, come on, bro. This is Florida. Florida don't play around. Y'all just hoping to get one of them racist ass judges to just lay it on the nigga. Throw the book at the nigga. Like, that shit lame as fuck, bro. They want to see this nigga locked up.
Being used will come back to a list of people. Like I said, I can't show the list because I don't want to have phone numbers on my YouTube channel. But it will come back to a list of people all relating to Melly. Now, inmate Terrence Mathis made more than 60 phone calls to Bortland between March and August of 23. Mathis is currently awaiting trial for first-degree murder. Mathis has been in the Broward County Sheriff's Office since 2018. Now, Melly has developed a sophisticated system to communicate with individuals outside of the Broward County Jail, including his co-defendant, Bortland. On the main jail camera, Unit 5C, Unit 2, August 21st, 2023, starting at 17:11 hours and ending at whatever the fuck, Melly is speaking to an inmate from his cell that was in the day room for his timeout. During the conversation, you can notice Melly motioned towards the adjacent unit. The inmate who he was speaking to then points towards the same unit to confirm what Melly was referring to. Melly tosses what appears to be a note/letter under his door. That inmate would grab what appeared to be the note. He would toss what appears to be the notes under the door that led into the other unit. Melly appears to be instructing the inmate to call for someone from the other unit. And the same inmate would pick up the note in the scene speaking to Melly about it. Melly instructs him to toss it back in the other unit. So for those not understanding what's going on, it's common to write kites, right? Like little notes, letters, what's up, your boys are over there, what's good, bro? Yeah, I'm holding it down. Yo, send me some books, send me some whatever. This is just like simple communication, you know what I mean? Like back in the day, before there was phones, what did everyone do? They wrote letters. Well, that's how it is in there, same shit. So what Detective Danny Polo decided to do was start a whole new investigation based off note passing and phone calls, right? Could have simply been asking for fucking soups, could have simply been saying, what's up, this up?
Free YNW Melly, bro. These niggas ain't got him on shit. This is just embarrassing.
Somebody, you know, because they cut off Melly's communication for a while. So this man started an entire investigation leading to a new trial just over this, right? And for some reason, he's just appointed as the gang master of Broward County. It's even down here in this paperwork, based on Detective Steele and Detective Polo's experience working investigations involving the introduction of contraband, the conversation was immediately identified as the subjects conspiring on how they would smuggle drugs in. Then these two gang detectives would conduct an interview with a gang member. The subject stated Melly was controlling and facilitating the introduction of drugs, laced paper into the jail. The subject also stated in the last 2 months he had personally purchased narcotics laced from Melly. The subject stated that the narcotics laced paper was being introduced to the jail in mail in the form of legal documents from attorneys. And then it's got blood gang background shit. So then again, it's gonna break down all these different hoods under the UBN: 9 Trey, 1-8 Trey, Gangsta Killer Bloods, Valentine Bloods, Bloodstone Villains, Sex Money Murder, Murderous Mad Dogs, Mad Stones, 5-9, Hit Squad, a whole bunch of shit. So the most prominent hoods are NTG, GKB, SMM. This is all like old shit and Googleable shit, you know? Like you don't have to be a fucking gang detective to fucking figure this out. And again, this is gonna be breaking down the hierarchy of the UBN, the Godfather, the whole lineup of the gang, the high, the low, the fifth, the third, the second, the first, the scraps. You know, they're trying to really make this a gang thing. That's what they were trying to do. And again, if you can take a crime and add on a gang to it, right? An extension to that crime is he's a fucking gang member. The punishment is even worse. And that's what they were trying to do in the murder, right? It wasn't just a murder. It was a murder on behalf of a gang is what they were alleging. And because of that, they sought the death penalty. And you know who's pissed off right now? Detective Danny Polo. This white looking guy, even though apparently he's Cuban. This guy right here is pissed. This guy looks like one of the fucking Foo Fighters. This is the detective who started these investigations. This is the detective who brought in all these gang allegations. This is the man who essentially started this whole witness tampering case. That cost Broward County how much money? Just to get thrown out the day before jury, or not even the day of jury selection? This is who costed y'all all that money with his gang expertise after the whole gang shit got thrown out of the case. And then the witness tampering case gets thrown out completely. This is who you can thank for spending all that money up. But hey, an extraordinary win for YNW Melly today. And I know all the fans are gonna be happy and ecstatic about this one. Unfortunately, he's still facing the trial of the murder. And he's been in there for like 7 years, bro. I think the trial is gonna be like next year. It is insane, but a huge victory today for Melly. Let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comment section. It's 1090 Jet.